Morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? I just came on to do a quick update to let everybody know that's been paying attention that what has been taking place with me is done 100%. Chris is gone. I'm here, but this is done. I'm having serious numbing in my head, on the right side of my head. I'm having serious problems breathing because my lungs are being filled up. I barely slept last night because my kidneys, I've been getting serious jabbing pains in my kidneys all day and night. I'm having trouble moving today. There's been more serious deforming to my skull, to my face. It's being pushed over to the opposite side. I am going through identity theft. I have been seriously brain injured. I've been seriously skull deformed. I'm going through identity theft, identity change, and it is being done to me through what is called remote neuromonitoring. Police and military tech that's been in use since the 60s. Nano microchip implant designed to be attached and to destroy a person's central nervous system and also to enable illegal surveillance, spying, whatever the case may be, through the victim's own eyes and ears. O.P.P, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, they have access to this tech and they are using it criminally. They are using it to human traffic. They are using it for illegal surveillance on victims. They are human traffickers, human sex trade, slavery traffickers, drug traffickers. I am the victim of revenge retaliation for speaking of their crimes since 2019. Injured, tortured, medical blacklisting, lies, cover ups, time buying, surrounded hands on guns, medical treatment refusals because they have doctors at Lennox and Addington County General Hospital who are involved in aiding criminally with their crimes. O.P.P. Spencer Mills 14716. O.P.P. ex-chief. O.P.P. staff sergeants. O.P.P. Shannon Cork. O.P.P. Robert Kane. O.P.P. Robert Lucas, or ex-O.P.P. whatever. Stacy, mental health and addictions worker. Was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston. And O.P.P. mental health worker Shelley Hafner. These are all very seriously dangerous people using their badges, positions, lies, false guise of law, kidnapping 24 hours after asking for help with crimes that have been taking place with me through O.P.P, through the Lennox and Addington Hospital doctors, and through their boss, also boyfriend, co-offender, stalker, drug addict, drug trafficker, pedophile sex offender, William Bill Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North. That's his last known username. Now bald, glasses, and did have a goatee. Blair Hardy, or William Wooldridge, who is also allegedly Hells Angels MC Ontario chapter captain. There's Blair Hardy, allegedly Banditos MC, leader, captain, whatever the case may be. I don't really know too much about that. Then there is their money-paid, drug-fed co-offenders who are also using remote neuromonitoring on me, and they are all passing it around while using it on me, in while deforming me, while injuring me, while torturing me, while causing my identity theft and changes which I have shown and proven. This is how they human traffic, this is how they frame their victims, and this is how they kill their victims. They have a justice of the peace to also help obstruct and make accusations against their victims. They have doctors here. Dr. Tatiana V. She basically signed my death certificate for her girlfriend Stacy to get me medically blacklisted, to get me medically discriminated against, to prevent me help, and proof of what has taken place with me and by whom, how, and why. 100% revenge retaliation. So, I'm 50 years old and I am the victim of identity theft. I also have illegal prisoner tracking on me through O.P.P from Billy Wooldridge and or Blair Hardy. So yes, they false arrest their victims to deflect their crimes that they are committing. Kidnapping, sex assaults, arrest refusals, seriously brain injuring and deforming their victims, causing identity thefts, stalking, murder. My mother back in 2020 through Billy Wooldridge and Blair Hardy. There you go, you pieces of shit. You are not only guilty of my identity theft, but you are guilty of murdering an entire bloodline. O.P.P, Billy Wooldridge, Spencer Mills. Remember how you laughed in my face, Shannon Cork, when I told you to arrest your boss, Billy Wooldridge, when he walked by me back a couple years ago when you illegally showed up at my place? And he walked by and I told you to arrest him. You told me to file a report, knowing it would have been burnt up, tore up, nothing done. So, and then he went on to stalk my mother and kill her, was also calling my mother mom. And you are well aware of what he was doing and what was going to happen. Everything against me has been premeditated, conspired with intent, and I will not be proven wrong. And I am filing these papers for a private prosecution. Last time I tried to do this, I was accused of hallucinating being sex assaulted and being high on marijuana, so I am publicly doing this. I'm also filing with the OIPRD, and I'm going to file attempted homicide charges from O.P.P police. Whether it does me any good or not, I am still doing it. So, congratulations. After 3 years, you not only got your identity theft, Billy Wooldridge, but you're also getting your homicide and revenge retaliation against me, aren't you, O.P.P, for speaking of your homeless human trafficking out of the mission here, and your homeless exploitation for monetary gains, your drug trafficking. This is how you frame, this is how you traffic, and this is how you murder your victims. Right, Blair Hardy? You piece of shit goof. You're also a rape hound. You're guilty of murdering, being involved with the murder of Jack, and so is Tyler, so is Jay VANALSTINE. You're guilty of rape, but now the victim is dead of a drug overdose conveniently, and you do lace your drugs for the purpose of homicide to make it look like just another junkie getting bad drugs. And that happened. Meanwhile, it's done on purpose from your laced drugs just to commit homicide. Tyler Lake, Jay VANALSTINE also used this shit on me, doing this to me. If I share DNA with anybody that other than my direct Wood family, we can have bodies exhumed to prove all of this. So if I share any direct DNA with any of these pieces of shit, there is going to be motherfucking hell to pay. Whether you are police, whether you are Billy Wooldridge, a piece of shit goof who is a delusional cocksucker, and Tyler Lake, Jay VANALSTINE, and the rest of you pieces of shit who own O.P.P, who are untouchable, unarrestable. So this here is Chris, but it's not my image, and I can damn well prove it. All the different changes to me. You wanted to mentally fuck me up so I do not know my own consciousness, so I forget about this. So you get away with this? 149 Center Street North, last known and used name Billy Wooldridge. You need arresting. You're lucky you own O.P.P, and nobody in this town is arrestable except for your victims. So, families are murdered and missing. It is Ontario Provincial Police. It is their inmates. And I bet I am not the only one going through this in Napanee. This is how they human traffic, this is how they frame, and this is how they murder. So congratulations, you not only got my identity theft, but you are guilty of murdering an entire bloodline, you fucking assassin terrorist pieces of shit, for your revenge. You're lucky you're not touchable. You're lucky you're untouchable, Billy Wooldridge. You're lucky you're untouchable, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jay VANALSTINE. You drug-fed little pieces of shit junkie. So, Blair Hardy is a seriously obsessed piece of shit goof. William Wooldridge was told that him and I were switched at birth. I'm 50, he is 71, 72 years old, and he believes it. But he's in a permanent meth psychosis. He's a serious heroin junkie. And no matter how much I've been proving this crime against me and saying that this was going to be the final result of my identity theft change for 3 damn years, and being able to prove every single bit of it, being called a liar, medically blacklisted to get away with this, using sex offenders, you're turning me in to look like a fucking sex offender, O.P.P. Congratulations, you pieces of shit. Chris Wood here, not Blair Hardy, not Jay VANALSTINE, not Tyler Lake. and not any of the other you pieces of shit goof. I can barely talk now. I'm being turned into a damn vegetable because that's exactly what these goofs are. How too convenient that you use this tech on people to mentally destroy them, to physically mutilate their insides while getting them blacklisted so they're not being taken serious of the crimes against them. This is how you get away with it here in Napanee. Plus Dr. Tatiana V, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Waldron, Triage Nurse Terry, Tanya and David, Paladin Security, your human traffickers, human sex trade slavery traffickers, obviously identity thieves for the perfect, for revenge retaliation with the intent to frame. This is all premeditated against me. The lies against me, stating long criminal history and record, being suicidal, self-harmer, and psychological record and history and all that, none of it is true in any way, shape, or form. False arrested to deflect crimes against me and to deflect and to keep me from help. So you got away with this. You're doing it, you pieces of shit. You're lucky that identity thefts and murders and ending bloodlines are legal in Napanee, Ontario, and I and my mother are proof of it. If you are poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, native, you're fucked. Because if the police decide to do something here in Napanee, they have too many people to back them up and cover them up while buying time to get away with their crimes. You fucking terrorist. If I share DNA with any of them, there is going to be serious hell to pay. No threats against anybody in any way, shape, or form. But there will be serious fucking hell to pay if I share DNA with any of these untouchable bastards. We can always go to Deserano and we can exhume bodies to prove my DNA, you fucks, unless it's been tampered with, which I know it has been. Because I've been going through this for 3 damn years. It's kind of funny how I'm 50 years old and I'm starting to look a lot like a piece of shit. All these different people, between Jay VANALSTINE, between Tyler Lake, between Blair Hardy, between all these other junkies who are passing and using the remote neuromonitoring on me. So beware of this, people. I hope this is seen because it's very serious. You are nothing but terrorist murdering pieces of shit. So this is how you end bloodlines. You mentally destroy people by using tech on them and psychotics who are highly delusional. A goof that thinks he's Harry Potter and he is the one that runs and owns O.P.P plus alleged Hells Angels. The O.P.P you think you know and the doctors you go to for help. They are nothing but criminals, and I have proven it for 3 years. So be safe, everybody. Love all, hate none. I hope this is seen and taken serious.